just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PHLV Radio.
Hello, good evening, everyone. It's Saturday, March 12, 10 o'clock p.m. If you are watching or in the Pacific, it is Saturday night. So good evening, everyone. And then those people who are watching from the Philippines or in the Philippines, just like myself, I'm still here in the Philippines, but soon I'll be back in Los Angeles, which is my home base. So magandang linggo po ng araw. It is 2 p.m., 2:04 p.m. to be exact. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. And those people watching us in different parts of the world, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. So I hope you're having a wonderful either Saturday night or Sunday afternoon. And I am hoping that everybody is healthy and hopefully this pandemic, through prayers and God's grace, that it will be over soon, and from pandemic, it will be endemic. So maraming salamat po for tuning in. I need your help, yung mga ating viewers and our listeners, because I'm waiting for my co-host. I think she's delayed. We have a guest co-host, as I think you've been hearing her and seeing her for the past 4 weeks. So hopefully she could be able to catch. If not, maganda po yung topic natin. And Alexander Francisco, hello, how are you? And those people, magparamdam po kayo, the people who are watching, maganda po ang topic natin today. So Christine Manatag Ong, hi Kuya Josh, hope you're doing well dyan sa Pinas. Yes, I am. It's kind of humid here, which I know if you are in America, it's kind of cold there. But here it is kind of humid and it's a very tropical. So it's really nice. Oh, Aseret! Hello, Aseret. I need your help. Maganda yung topic natin ngayon. It's a very, 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 very good topic. Adele Ordinario, hello. I know you're watching from Carson, California. Good evening, everyone. Sabi niya, Adele, makinig ka at marami tayong pag-uusapan ngayon, which is very timely. I need everyone's help, input. Baka meron kayong maitutulong kay Grace at kay Hector, ang ating letter sender. Okay, but before anything else, before I read the letter, because a lot of people are still coming in, eto po, live na live po kami sa PHLB Facebook page. Also, we're live na live on PHLB YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed yet, please do. Like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any of our shows, whether this show or any past shows. And if you have Alexa equipment, just say, Alexa, play PHLB Radio. And also, if you are, you have Amazon Fire TV, just plug in or go into PHLB TV channel. Then those people who are on podcast platform, we are live on audio streaming also on podcast, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. Now, those people who have been texting me and PM me asking if we miss the show, how do we catch up or watch the replay? Easy, very easy, and no problem whatsoever. You can always go in to PHLB Radio Facebook, YouTube channel, and it's already archived. We have a playlist. Also, you could always definitely go to the PHLB Radio website, which is www.phlbradio.com. Yan na, ito na po. So let's go. Sabi nga ni Adele. So go. Ito, maganda tong topic natin. When do you know enough is enough? So kailan ba enough is enough? Or when is enough is enough? Okay. Ito ang kanyang letter or kanilang letter. This is kind of unique today, our listeners and our viewers, because ang nag-send po sa amin ngayon ay mag-asawa Normally, we get either male, female, separately, solo. This time, ano po ngayon? Couple ang mag-asawa, husband and wife. Oh, si Adel pala, si Noy Pizzerinos. I think there's an event going on that is kay Jessa Zaragoza, kay Ding Dong Avensado, at saka kay Jada. So if you're there because of that, happy viewing for you, Adele, and hopefully you could participate because we need it badly today. Okay, ito na po yung letter. Let's start. Hello, Kuya Josh, Ate Jen. Kamusta po kayo? This is kind of different from the other letters you have received in the past. Ours is more of questions in life about relationships, pains, and helping others, including lending money to others. We are Grace and Hector, both 45 years old, married to each other, and with kids or with children. Over dinner a couple of months ago, we were discussing these things, so we decided to write to you on what you think. Maybe your viewers and your listeners can give us some opinion, insights about what they think. Ang question po namin is, when is enough enough? Kailan ba talaga sobra ang sobra? Hello, Enrico Pobre. Good evening to you too. So, kailan ba talaga ang sobra? Okay? Like in relationship, whether in love or friendship, when do you stop caring? When do one stop being too in love? Do you need to be hurt before you stop? Do you need it to be in an abusive Do you need to be in an abusive relationship before you decide to get out of such relationship? When do you know that you had enough? Is it based on time spent with a person or friend? How many chances would one person give another to justify that enough is enough? Okay? On helping others, another topic din nila. When do you stop helping others? Is there such a time frame in helping others? Should there be a limit in helping? Should there be a certain amount in helping if you are giving them some cash or aid? When do you know you had enough in help? You had too much in helping others. If you have been helping a person repeatedly, but it seems it does not matter to the receiver, should you stop helping or continue? Do you need to be appreciated when you help? On lending money, ito yung topic nila. I was told growing up not to lend money to friends, especially relatives. Do you think this is correct? What about loving your neighbors through helping them, as the Bible says? Would it be selfish for one not to lend money to friends and relatives when they truly need them? When do you stop asking them to pay you back for the money they owe you? Please help. When is enough enough? Yon ang ating. Ang dami niyang questions, so this will be a good discussion for everyone. So si Enrico Pobre, hello. Adele, good evening, Enrico Pobre. Si Cha Marcos is watching. Kazi Arifu Islam Maruf. Sabi niya, hello to you guys. Okay, when is enough enough? Kailan ba sobra ay sobra? So itong topic nitong mag-asawa na to, they were discussing over dinner, and they have so many questions on relationships, on helping others, and in lending money. So yon, what do you think? Kailan ba talaga ang sobra ay sobra? So yung mga nakikinig, si Aceret, si Adele, si Christine, what do you think? What's your take on that? Okay, let me do first. Okay, since I'm waiting for some comments, yung sa let's do muna yung relationship. Sabi niya, ang first question when do you stop caring? For me, caring naman kasi, I don't think, ako personally, I don't think there is a limit to caring. Kasi you could naman not stop caring. Kasi as a person, ako ang take ko dyan, nothing enough. I mean, you could always care or care for someone. You could always love someone, whether they know it or not, whether you are in relationship with them or not. Caring kasi, for me, of course, my opinion is of my opinion, and it's not a reflection on the owner or the management of PHLB radio. Pero sa akin kasi, to care is limitless. To love is limitless. Ako yon. Kasi whether it's a return or a requited love, kasi hindi naman kailangan relasyon. Pero you care for other people, you care for people on the street, you care about them. It doesn't mean naman na kailangan may relasyon ka. Okay, si Alexander, meron siya. Before I continue, sabi ni Alexander Francisco, sabi niya, okay, oops, nag-hide yung kanyang comment. Okay, sabi ni Alexander, we'll get you back, Alex. Hold on. Ang sabi ni Alexander, okay, hold on, nawala yung comment niya na-hide ko yata. Ayun. Ang sabi ni Alexander, pagdating sa pagtulong, walang limitasyon. Pero pag yung taong tinutulungan mo di rin naman tinutulungan sarili, siguro yun na ang enough. Okay. So sabi nga niya, wala namang limitasyon para kay Alex ang pagtulong, pero pag yung receiver, hindi naman tinutulungan ng sarili niya, siguro yun ang enough. In a way, tama si Alex kasi, di ba, parang kung tulong ka ng tulong, whether material o pera, financial, pero nakikita mo naman na parang tulong ka ng tulong, whether friends, family, relative, tulong ka ng tulong, pero yung tinutulungan mo naman, parang either wala lang o hindi tinutulong yung sarili nila. I think doon yung time na parang maglagay ka na ng tuldok, maglagay ka na ng parang not naman wall, pero hangganan. Yun, parang may limit. It doesn't mean that you don't care for them. You do care, pero wag mo rin naman maabuso yung sarili mo. I think in some way, I agree with Alex. Kasi parang ang pagtulong kasi kailangan not only you're giving help to other person, but the person receiving the help should also help themselves. Kasi hindi naman pwedeng magiging parang nakasandal na lang sa'yo o nagiging ikaw na yung, kumbaga kung pera, ikaw na yung ATM nila. Kung namang sa mga material, hindi naman pwedeng ikaw na lang ng ikaw. The other person, the receiver, should also show care na parang one, appreciate yung tulong mo, two, they're doing something about it to better themselves para eventually hindi na nila kailangan yung tulong mo kasi on their own, they could do it themselves. Okay? Tapos, sabi naman ni Adele, caring or helping stops pag na-disrespect ka. Adele, medyo expound ng kaunti. Anong disrespect? In what way? Yung pang-disrespect, yung parang na-ignore ka na, ganon. So we'll wait for some other comments from our viewers as well as our listeners. Pero yung kay Alexander Francisco, may point siya doon. Kailangan yung tinutulungan mo, tinutulungan din yung sarili nila. Or else, siguro, yun na yung hangganan ng pagtulong. Kasi baka mamaya maging parasite na yan sa'yo. O si Christine Manatag Ong, tama ka po, Kuya Josh. Walang limit ang care at pagmamahal. Respect for each other and self-respect dapat always present. Uy, ganda nun na. Kung mawawala na, it's probably time na ayusin, pag-usapan, or know when to walk away. Always know your worth po. Uy, ang ganda nung sinabi ni Christine. Walang limit ang care at pagmamahal. Pero katulad ng sinabi ni Adele, kailangan may respect for each other. At dapat, pag nawala yung respeto, it's time to move on and walk away. Maganda rin yun. Kasi minsan sa pagtulong mo, nagiging, sabi ko nga, a good friend of mine was telling me almost the same thing, na parang napapagod na siyang tumulong, lalo na sa kaibigan at saka sa kamag-anak, dahil nga raw nahihirapan siya, siya yung emotionally na nadadala na niya sa kanyang araw-araw na pamumuhay, and it was very unhealthy for her. So sabi ko sa kanya, kapag na hindi na ikaw na yung naaagrabyado, ikaw na yung in a way na parang nababother na at ikaw inaapektuhan ka na personally, I think it's time to regroup parang and move kasi nga parang apektado ka na masyado nung nangyayari sa kaibigan mo. But it doesn't mean, like sinabi ko nga kanina, it doesn't mean na hindi mo sila love, hindi mo wala na yung care. Care ka, pero mas sabi nga ni Christine, mas dapat alam mo yung self-worth mo. Hey, si Azareth, ang ating friend na laging present at magaling mag-advise. Sabi ni Azareth, well, in helping others, enough is enough. If every time na lang may problema sa'yo, every time na lang na may problema, sa'yo lalapit. Then, pag walang kailangan sa'yo, deadma ka na. Or, you are helping a person, pero yung tinutulungan mo, di tinutulungan yung sarili. So, yon, parang pareho si Azareth at saka si Francisco. Kasi nga, tama naman, yung help begets help. Dapat kung tutulungan ka, dapat tulungan din nila yung sarili nila. Like what I said, baka maging parasite na yan. Tapos eto rin, gusto ko to. Thank you, Azareth, for bringing it out. Kasi may mga kakilala rin ako, kakilala natin sa ating daily existence na, ayan, pag may problema, lalapit sa'yo, naaalala ka. Tapos pag wala namang kailangan, parang, deadma ka na lang or deadma sila sa'yo. Alam mo, it's so funny and ito nga, sabi ko, this is such a good time kasi meron akong kaibigan. Recently lang, sabi niya, we were talking over lunch, sabi niya, Diyos, grabe meron akong kaibigan na Facebook friend ko and we're close for some time. Tapos parang hindi na nagko-communicate pero Facebook buddy pa rin sila. Out of the blue, nagparamdam. Sabi niya, that's good, at least nagparamdam yung friend mo. Tapos sabi niya, the funny thing is, nagparamdam kasi may kailangan. May pabor na hinihingi sa kanya. So sabi niya, what should I do? Well, sabi ko, i-assess mo kung ano yung favor. If the favor is not naman that big of a deal, tulungan mo na lang. Pero at least alam mo kung ano siyang kaibigan. Yun yung, kasi di ba, ako in my life, meron talagang acquaintances, meron talagang friend lang, at meron talagang friends na they will take the bullet for you. Kasi yun ang maganda and as you age, as you mature, yun talaga ang nakikita mo. If you think about it, I know all of us, we have friends, nung bata pa tayo, dami, parang isang barangay yung kaibigan natin, di ba? Tapos as we age, kasi, di ba, pag nagkakaedad tayo, parang kulang na sa time, tapos magkakapamilya ka pa, magkakaanak ka pa. To make friends and to have friends, it takes effort also. And the most precious thing na natutunan ko, especially during the pandemic, time is so precious. Ito yung bagay na pag nawala, hindi na nababalik. And to spend time with friends, talagang it takes effort talaga Kasi nga talagang hating-hati yung oras. So for you to give time to a person, yun ang isang one of the things that's so difficult to give, especially kung masyadong busy na yung mundo mo. Sa akin, kaya nga napansin ko dati ang dami-dami kong friends, di ba? Tapos ngayong as I age, yung friends ko, meron na lang acquaintance, merong friends for fun, at meron naman akong talagang real friends. And right now, siguro mabibilang ko lang sa 10, technically, yung 10, and then yun na yung parang very, very close friends ko. Na I know I could depend on them, they would cover my back, and I know they will bite the bullet for me. At alam ko na maasahan ko sila, not necessarily dahil kailangan ko tulong nila, na they could just be there for me, just to listen, and then just to have my back. Kumbaga nila ako, kumbaga kasangga nila ako. Alam kong if ever something happened to me, my family, they're always gonna be there for me. At yun sa akin ang sukatan ng true friendship. Now, sabi naman ni Duktong pa ni Azareth, eto na, sabi ni Azareth, in a relationship naman, enough is enough if you see your other partner is not doing anything to make your relationship work. To the point na ikaw na yung nagmumukhang tanga just to please him or her. You need to save something for yourself. Ang galing. Asaro mo, Azareth, I always think of that as well. Sabi ko nga, enough is enough kapag kumbaga, ikaw na lang, parang, kasi the way I look at it, ito yung analogy ko dyan eh. Ang relasyon kasi is parang nasa bangka kayo, tapos nagsasagwan kayo, one nagsasagwan sa left, nagpapaddle sa right. So para balance, di ba? So imagine kung nasa kaya kayo, tapos one, yung partner mo is paddling sa left, ikaw sa right, kasi para yung boat o yung kayak eh pantay. Now, hindi naman pwedeng left lang ng left. Kasi pag ng left, ikot-ikot lang yon. So, parang walang patutunguhan. Pag naman yung partner mo, ang nagpapaddle, ikaw naman hindi nagpapaddle, kumakana naman siya. So, it takes two to tango, kumbaga. So, I agree 100% kay Asaret. When your partner is not doing anything to work, to make the relationship work, I think enough is enough. But, ang tanong ko sa iyo, Asaret, how many times should you give, sabi nga itong couple natin, how many times? Meron bang number of cases yan? O how would you know? Pero parang, parang question nila parang, when do you know enough is enough? Kailangan ba may infidelity? Kailangan ba may tawag doon, merong away na grabe? Yun lang pero I get your point talagang it takes two to tango at both persons should need to work on the existing relationship for it to work. Okay. Tapos sabi naman niya, gusto ko rin yung sinabi ni Asaret na you need to save something for yourself. Ito yung medyo nagtalo kami nung business associate ko the other day. Kasi siya parang loving a person until it hurts. Kumbaga, even my mom would say that na to love a person talagang hanggang till death do us part, especially kung mag-asawa kayo. Ako naman ang point ko diyan, when I love a person, you should only give 80%. Leave at least 20% for yourself para if that relationship does not work, hindi ka parang alam mo yun, you lost everything, para kang nalugi at you cannot move on. Kasi self-love is very important. Sabi ko nga, ako yun ito guys, ako to. To love someone is to see the face of God. I always remember that. And that line was part of Les Miserables. Sabi niya, to love someone is to see the face of God. So loving to me is seeing the face of God. However, ako again, me, mine is to love someone, I need to love myself also first. Kasi I need to be a complete person. I do not believe kasi I need another person to complete me. Maybe, kumbaga, ang analogy ko ng cake kailang cake ka na. Yung other person will be icing on the cake. So anything that happened to your relationship, to the person you care about, to your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your significant other, hindi ka na nagiging incomplete kasi before you even went on or go into this relationship, you are already a complete person. So addition na lang yon. So kaya minsan, sabi nga ng nanay ko well, don't you need another person to complete? Kasi ko, no, because I'm already as it is. I'm already complete. Magiging ano lang yan, kung ba extension. Kung masaya na dapat ako, and that other person can just make me happier. But as it is, I'm already happy on my own. Yun ang take ko doon. Of course, you guys could argue, but I always believe that to love someone, I just need to give them 80 to at least 90%, but I cannot give them 100% because I'm leaving 20 to 10% to love me, to love myself. Because if I don't love myself, who will? Who would love me? Yon. Yeah. Anyway, Ayin, Mangalonso, Ayin, how are you? I missed you. Sabi ni Ayin, to help is actually a decision. Whether, sabi ni Ayin, yan, to haba. Okay, Ayin, sabi niya, to help is actually a decision. Whether it's for a good cause or not. Whether the person you're helping is grateful or not. Whether the outcome of your helping is making the person become better or not. What matters is how you deal with your decision in helping. Do you feel good or bad? Do you regret it or not? Do you feel it's enough or not? Bottom line is being responsible in your decision to help. Medyo okay. okay din yung sinabi ni Ayina. I was not thinking of that. Sabi niya, to help is actually a decision. Para kay Ayin, it's really not whether it's a good cause or not. The most important thing is that yung sa kanya, it's really up to you, the person helping. So kung sa tingin mo, yung pagtulong mo is good or bad, the most important thing, I think if I understand it correctly, is you are responsible in your decision to help. Okay, good. That's a good another, not naman argument, but at least point na yung nga naman, pag tumulong ka, it's your decision. So it's your decision if you want to stop it, or it's your decision if you want to continue. But the most important thing is you are responsible for that decision. I think that yun ang tinutumpok ni tapos si si Carmi Santos sabi niya, "Hi Kuya, I'm late." No, walang late dito. Masaya dito. Okay. Sabi naman ni Alex, si Alexander, pag sa relationship naman, enough is enough pag yung tipo mong away, medyo hirapan lolo nyo dito. Pag sa relationship naman, enough is enough pag yung tipong away na lang kayo ng away. Tapos, nawawala na yung love. Kung tipong turuan kung sino ang may kasalanan, walang nagpapatalo sa inyo, walang nagpapakumbaba, doon siguro papasok yung enough is enough. Interesting. Interesting yun. So ang sinasabi ni kailangan talaga in a way talagang you need to leverage in each other. Tapos siguro give and take. I think that's what Alexander is saying, na kailangan talaga. Alam mo, I always believe that Kasi kumbaga hindi kayo magsasabong in a relationship. Kung isa mainit ang ulo, isa chill lang. Hindi kayo pwede magsabong kasi pag nagsabong kayo, gera yan. It will be parang parang yung nangyayari ngayon sa ibang bansa na nag-aaway sila. So, kailangan talaga give and take. Okay, si Azareth, ako lang ito sabi niya. When I love someone, I give my 110% to the point na people around me will tell me, tanga ako. But this is what I always tell them. I give everything para wala akong regret later if it did not work. Yes, masakit, pero naging masaya ako kasi binigay ko lahat at naging tapat ako. Wow, ito yung sinasabi ko nga kanina. Yung ibang nakausap ko, yan parang si Azareth, na talagang they give till it hurts. 110. Yun nga sinasabi ko. Kasi ako, 80 to 90% lang. Dun sa mga nakikinig at nanonood, is it because, kasi like ito si Azareth, based on sa sinabi niya, sabi niya, if it didn't work, kahit na masakit, at least masaya siya kasi binigay niya ang lahat at naging tapat siya. So yun yung sa akin, maganda rin yun. Basta importante, alam mo pa rin, and kasi parang ako kasi pag 110, I would love to have a relationship with giving me 110 or more than 100 kasi it means mahal na mahal ako. Pero, yun nga lang, if it doesn't work, sabi nga ni Azareth, para sa kanya, masasaktan siya, but still, at least alam niya in her heart na she did the best she could and she gave the best she is capable of. Yun nga lang, sometimes, moving on, it's really difficult, especially with you if you gave everything you got. Yun nga sabi nga na-remind, habang binabasa ko yung comment ni Azareth, it reminded me of that, yung linya na, it's better to love and lost than not to love at all. So in my mind, it's better na nagmahal ka, you give it your all. Pero kay Azareth, 110, then if you lose that relationship or that loved one, then at least you have love. Yun ang sa akin pananaw for other people. But for me, hindi. Sa akin kasi kailangan 90% lang. I always in all my past relationships, it's always 90% lang. Call me selfish, but at least Kasi I had one na I gave, I would say 99%, pero it didn't work because namatay. So it took me years to move on kasi nga I gave so much in that relationship that I forgot to keep some percentage to myself and namatay, natsugi. So it took me a while to be able to recoup and to move on and to open my heart again to love. Siguro nga that experience made me realize na dapat hindi ko binibigay lahat-lahat. Maybe I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, then so be it. But at least I know na if ever moving forward in the future, then that would be okay. Na I think because I still have some percentage of that love for myself, I think I could handle if ever future relationship at mawala, I think I would be able to easily move on. Yon. Desi Santos is watching also. Sabi ni Ayin Mangalonso, it's a responsibility to help. Responsibility, parang responsibility ba yun? Parang hindi ako masyadong conforme ron na it's a responsibility to help. I think it's like, I agree na it's a decision, pero hindi mo responsibility to help. Especially, ano yan case-to-case basis ayin in my mind O si Rafi Bulawit Kaliha. Rafi Bulawit Kaliha. How are you? Happy viewing. Si Edita Berdoro Lumongo Francisco. Haba. Si Edith. Edith, how are you? I know you're watching. You're watching in Quezon City. Okay. Sabi niya, so continue pa rin tayong comment kasi ang ganda ng topic talaga. Kailan talaga sobra ang sobra? When is enough is enough? Okay, sabi nga, yung gusto ko, ito, gusto ko, pag-usapan natin to. Wala pang nag-touch sa inyo. Sa pagpapahiram ng pera, to lend money, kasi yung nanay ko, ang advice niya sa akin talaga, growing up, ako yun at parang pareho kami huwag ka rin magpapahiram ng pera sa kaibigan, lalo na sa mga kamag-anak. Kasi pag kaibigan, there's a tendency na yan ang magiging ugat o mitya ng pag-aaway. Lalo na kung yung pinahiram mo, hindi na magbabayad o walang intention magbayad. So, sabi nga, to avoid that situation, sabi ng, this is what my mom told me, kung magpapahiram ka, isipin mo, baka hindi na babalik sa iyo para hindi ka masaktan kapag hindi ka binayaran. Yun ang what's your take on that, yung mga viewers natin at saka listeners? Kayo, nagpapahiram ba kayo? Okay ba sa inyo magpahiram sa kamag-anak o sa kaibigan? Tapos sabi nga nitong si Grace at si Hector, yung letter sender natin, di ba nasa Bible daw na to love others is to help them, maybe through helping them, through lending them. Selfish ba na pag hindi ka nagpahiram ng pera, lalo na pag alam mo yung kaibigan mo o kamag-anak mo ay kailangan, is that, would you call that selfishness? Okay, at yung last nila, when do you stop asking them to pay you back? Yan, magandang topic yan. Kailan ka ba hihinto ng paniningil? Kunyari, nahiram sa ng pera, sinabi, oy pare, mare, pahiram lang to for like 3 months. Tapos yung 3 months, naging 4 months. 4 months hanggang 6 months na, hindi ko parang binawan. To the point na hindi na nagpaparamdam. Hindi ka na, dinededma ka na sa Facebook. Hindi na rin nagpaparamdam sa mga text message mo. Ang tanong nila, when do you stop asking them to pay you back? May hangganan ba yun? Dapat ba hindi ka maningil? Dapat ba ilista na lang sa tubig? O some people would say, consider it abuloy mo na lang sa kanila. So what do you think of that? First, si Sunny Francisco. Hi Sunny, hopefully you're better. At maraming salamat sa mga t-shirt na binigay mo sa akin. Much appreciated. Alam mo na kung ano yun. Yun, okay. Yung tanong ko sa inyo, sa ating viewers at saka our listeners, kayo ba, agree ba kayo na dapat magpahiram ng pera to lend money to your friends and relatives? Yung first question ko, na ini-echo ko lang yung letter sender natin na si Grace at si Hector. Pangalawa, kapag nagpahiram kayo, o hindi, o nagpahiram kayo ng pera, when do you stop maningil? O dapat ba pag nagpahiram kayo ng pera, wala nang singilan? At doon naman sa nanghiram ng pera, siguro naman dapat, you borrow money in good faith. At wag naman masyadong balasubas ang peg. Pangit naman yun kasi sabi nga nila, what comes around goes around. The money was lent to you in good faith. Kasi nangangailangan ka, this friend of yours maybe saved that situation that you're in, binail out ka, o nagmakandang loob lang sa'yo, huwag mo naman dalain. That's my take on that. So, kayo, what do you think? Kasi ang ganda ng topic talaga, very timely. Ang dami kong mga kaibigan, ito yung mga sinasabi sa akin pag nagkikita kami. Yung gabi, Kuya Josh, paano ba maningil? Dapat ba pakukonsensyahin mo? Eto, meron tayo, si Carmi. Wow, si Carmi Santos. Oh, kaiba to ngayon lang to ng comment Sabi ni Carmi, pag hindi na nagpaparamdam, hindi na yun magbabayad. Wag naman. Okay, sabi naman ni Christine. Christine, naputo. Sabi ni Christine, si Christy, sorry, ako ng Christine. Si Christy Manatag Ong. There is a fine line between family. So, I think may naputo doon, Christine. Sorry I keep calling you Christine. Alam mo naman, si Lolo. So yun, ang ganda na sinabi ni, uy Carmi, ano ba? Hindi lang nagparamdam. You think hindi na magbabayad? Parang hindi naman. Siguro naman, yun nga lang, yung kaibigan ko, she called me the other day, sa niya, Kuya Josh, hindi na nagpaparamdam. You think magbabayad pa yan? Sabi ko, alam mo, ito, ibabalik ko to. And please, do not judge, right? Ako kasi, dinadaan ko talaga lahat na nangyayari sa buhay ko through prayers. Hindi man ako mukhang religious, pero nagpapaka-spiritual naman ako. And I believe in the powers of prayer. Kasi alam mo, especially in these few years with the pandemic, doon ko natutunan at mas lalong lumakyas yung paniniwala ko na at the end of the day, when push come to shove, isa lang talaga pwede mo tandaan. And that's the Lord, the Creator, or the person, the being, the supreme being na pinaniniwalaan mo. Whether whatever religion you practice or you adhere to. Yun talagang, and to me, ang dasal kasi sa akin, it's not yung sinasabi ng salita mo, ng bibig mo, but yung sinasabi ng puso mo. And that really, and I know, sabi nga ni Jocelyn before, yung isa naming viewers at saka listeners, sabi niya, yung prayers daw, there's 3 kinds when God answers your prayer. Sometimes it's answered immediately. Sometimes there's no answer because the request you're asking is not gonna be beneficial or helpful to you. At yung third naman, it takes time. Kasi meron pang ginagawa sa buhay mo, sa puso mo, si God o yung supreme being na ina-adore mo. Kasi nga, para pag binigay na sa yung hinihiling mo, you are more than more than ready to receive that blessing. So yun, doon ako niniwala, and I always believe and I always tell people that prayers is really the best weapon regardless of what situation you're in. At sana, dito ko rin natutunan, sa inyo ko rin natutunan, our viewers and our listeners, na you start your prayer with thanksgiving. Pasalamatan mo that you woke up, you were able to wake up this morning, at tapos the sun is out there, that you have your health, you have your family, you have your friends, you have your job, you have beautiful things. Look outside. Smell the flowers. Look how beautiful. The mere fact na colorful, technicolor ang outside, that's already a blessing in itself. Then once you say your thanksgiving, and that's the time you request. Kasi ako, I believe kasi the prayer has to be from the heart, and it doesn't have to be yung dasal talaga. It could be anything that you do during the day. Yung simple chores natin, that could be a sign of prayer. So it's your communication, it's your the way you talk to the supreme being, your creator that you believe in. to me, that's how I practice it. Okay. Sabi nga ni Aseret, duktong pa ni Aseret. Ito. Sabi ni Aseret, pwede naman magpahiram kasi baka kasi kailangan talaga. Pero dapat magkusa namang magbayad. Ako kasi, pag di ka na nagbayad, means di ka na makakaulit sa akin. Uy, pareho tayo. Aseret, pareho tayo. Yun ang nagiging problem ko eh. Kunyari, may nanghiram sa akin at hindi ako binayaran. O, I will try. I will try the best way possible. Either text o kaya Facebook, Messenger. Pero ang laging iniisip ko, nako, pag ako nabayaran to dito na makakauwi. Kasi nga parang paiyakan, di ba? Parang paiyakan ng pagsingil. Di ba? Parang ganun. O si Christy, Manatag Ong, sabi niya, para sa akin lang po, Kuya Josh, kung gusto mong malaman yung totoong ugalin ng tao sa buhay mo, pahiramin mo siya ng pera. Lumalabas totoong kulay natin, sadly, pagdating sa pera. That's just my 2 cents po, Kuya. Based on many, many, many experiences. Aha! Alam mo? Christy? Sorry, natatawa ako. Pero totoo ka. Alam mo, maraming sasabi, talagang malalaman mo talaga. And I agree with you 100%. Marami na talaga tayong kaibigan, kakilala, kaberks, kabarkada na talagang lumalabas ang tunay na kulay when it comes to money. Sabi nga, ang sad no, and I agree with you, ang sad eh. Pero talaga yung pera can be root of all evils. Pero sabi nga nila, you need to learn to master money. Huwag kang magpailalim sa pera. Kailangan marunong kang magsupil o ikaw yung master ng pera para alam mo how to do it. Nga tamang-tama yung sinabi mo. Christine, without a doubt, tama yung sinabi mo, maraming tao na re-reveal when it comes to money matters. Either the way they handled it, especially when they owe money to people. Kasi doon nakikita talaga ang tunay at yung tunay na karakter ng tao. Thank you for sharing that, Christina. Tama yung sinabi mo, pero tama rin yung sinabi mo. Na imagine mo, malalaman mo kung totoong ugali ng tao, pahiramin mo. Uy, Christine, baka maubusan naman ako na kaibigan yan. Not only maubos yung net discretionary income na pahihiram ko para lang malaman yung ugali ng tao. Pero I agree with you 100%. Talagang maraming nag-reveal when it comes to money, especially yung mga nanghiram sa atin. But I also believe yung sa sinabi na Aseret. Thank you, Christy, at saka Aseret. Tama naman na pwede naman magpahiram. Siguro case-to-case basis. Lalo na pag nangangailangan. Kasi ako, ang lagi kong nagiging problema ko talaga, I cannot really say no kapag lalo na when it comes to studies ng mga bata at sakit. Kunyari may sakit. Kasi parang I feel like, what if nangyari sa nanay ko na kailangan niya ng pera, then I need to look for money. Kung ako naman, siguro lagi ko naman nagagawa ng paraan. And of course, I pray very hard. Josephine Castillo, welcome! Si Josephine talaga, nabanggit nga kita kanina eh, yung payo mo last time on how to pray. Ano yung answered prayer na some prayers that we do. Sabi mo nga, doon sa tinext mo sa amin dati, na shinare mo, prayer sometimes is immediately answered. Sometimes it is deferred simply because kailangan meron pang inaayos si Lord sa buhay mo o sa puso mo. At yung pangatlo nga, hindi binibigay sa'yo dahil in the long run, yung hinihiling mo, hindi pala makakabuti sa'yo. As much na disappointed ka, parang, Lord, bakit hindi mo binigay ito sa akin? And only to find out, in the long run, in long term, kung binigay sa'yo, napahamak ka o hindi naging maayos ang buhay mo. Si Juliet Marcos, watching from Laguna. Hi, Juliet. And belated happy birthday to Kuya Kobe. Okay. Sabi niya, para po sa akin, kapag umutang ka, magbayad ka. Kasi Kasi hindi lang pera ang hiniram mo, kundi pati tiwala ng taong inuutangan mo. Uy, totoo yan. Alam mo, Julia, thank you for sharing that. Oo, minsan kasi parang nalilimutan yung nangihiram na hindi lang yung pera ang hiniram mo, pero yung it comes with the trust, yung tiwala sa'yo na, huy, mare, pare, pinahiram kita o kaibigan, pinahiram kita dahil alam ko kailangan mo. Sabi nga ni Aseret kanina. Pero pinagkatiwalaan mo. The mere fact na binigay mo yung pera sa kanila at pinahiram mo, hindi bigay yun. Pahiram yun. Kasi sa akin, iba yung hiram, iba yung bigay, iba yung abuloy, at iba yung regalo. Ngayon, pag ang usapan ay hiram, i-return mo yun. Kasi hindi naman binigay sa iyo ng pusa yun eh. Kung hindi, pinahiram dahil kailangan mo. And I agree with Juliet. Kalakip, a part of that borrowing of the money that was lent to you is yung tiwala ng tao. At hindi lang pera yung nawawala sa ginawa yung sa naging transaction nyo, kundi yung tiwala. Imagine mo kung hindi ka nagbayad. Kung ikaw yung nanghiram kasi hindi ka nagbayad. One, it creates a bad taste in the mouth na parang balasubas ka. Di ba? Yun ang sabi nila, balasubas pag hindi ka nagbabayad. Pangalawa, what if, sabi nga kanina, na pag nagpahirap ka, hindi ka na binayad, hindi ka na makakaulit-ulit. Di ba? So, yun ang tama rin naman yun. Kasi parang madadala yung tao sa'yo. Di ba? Kaya nga, why do you think yung mga banks at saka mga long sharks ang tataas ng kanilang mga interest? It's because yun yung kanilang safeguard eh. Pag hindi ka sila nabayaran, mataas yung interest nila, kahabulin ka na ng mga creditors, di ba? Whether in the Philippines or in other parts of the country, including the United States, talagang hihon ka ng creditor. Now, yung pagkaibigan mo kasi, a lot of times, walang interest yan. Ang interest niyan, yung pagsasamahan nyo, yung inyong yung tiwala na pinakita niya sa iyo na parang, huy, friend, pahiramin kita dahil kailangan mo. But in return, ano na yan eh, kumbaga, it's already assumed, it's already a reality, ibalik mo. Lalo na pag okay at maluwag ka na. Tama naman yung, ito kasi si Carmi, sabi niya, pag dinedma ka, yung so hindi na yung magbabayad. Huwag naman. Siguro kailangan dasalan, di ba? Yung kaibigan ko naman, laki nung inutang sa kanya, we're talking about a couple of millions. Ang payo ko sa kanya, exhaust mo lahat ng millions of pesos. Exhaust mo lahat ng avenues na pwede mong mabawi yung perang pinahiram mo. Kasi it's been years. Pero kung ganun kalaki, hindi mo naman pwedeng pabayaan na lang. So siguro in my mind, depende rin sa laki ng hiniram sa'yo. Pero I agree also, whether small or big, dapat talaga binabalik. Kasi hiram yun eh. It was lent to you in good faith. Pero like yung sa friend ko nga, ang advice ko sa kanya, exhaust mo lahat ng legalities para mabalik sa yung pera. Pero pag alam mong hindi mabalik, ayaw ibalik, lalo na nakakaluwag na, I think the best way is to seek legal actions na. Kasi minsan kasi may mga tao talaga, kailangan talaga dumaan ka sa proseso legally through the courts para mabawi mo yung pinahiram mo. Lalo na if we're talking about millions. Kasi kung mga few hundreds yan, you could still, hindi naman magiging malaking kawalan sa iyo. Maybe mawawalan ka ng kaibigan, maybe nawala yung tiwala mo, at maybe hindi mo na ulit pauutangin yung kaibigan mo dahil nga medyo nasa borderline na magiging balasuba. Pero at the end of the day, hindi siya masyadong ouch o aray kapag few hundreds lang. Kasi pag millions na, whether in pesos, lalo na in dollars, well, ibang usapan na yan. Kabuhayan showcase na yan. Especially kapag knowingly, alam mong carry na o meron ng ways to pay. Lalo na nakikita mo, nag-abroad na, namamasyal-masyal na, kumakain-kain na sa labas-labas, tapos pero hindi mabayaran yung utang sa'yo, nagtutur-tour na, kain-kain na sa labas, at nakikita mo yan mga posting sa Facebook, parang what else can you do? What else na pwede mong gawin sa tao na to na talagang parang, sabi nga ni Carmi Santos Ong kanina, parang wala nang balak, wala nang intensyon, wala nang drive na magbayad sa'yo. Okay? So this time, yung sa scenario na pag ganun kalaki yung inutang sa'yo, na we're talking about millions of pesos na, ay hindi na borderline balasubas yun. Outright, balasubas na yun. Kapal na ng mukha nun. Okay. So yun ang ano natin. So go back tayo sa mga tanong ni Hector at ni Grace na 45 years old na mag-asawa. Ang sabi nila, so inano na natin, we already talk about on lending money. So hopefully Grace at saka Hector, hopefully yung sa mga exchange natin ng mga ideas at saka yung mga opinions nila Christy, Manatag Ong, ni Azareth Step, si Ayin Mangalonso, at saka si Alexander Francisco. Hopefully, nagbigay linaw yon ng mga opinion namin na about sa pagpapahiram ng pera. Doon naman sa question mo on helping others, ako, like what I said, wala namang masama sa pagtulong. Kaya lang, I believe also doon sa mga nagsabi na pag tumulong, dapat tulungan din nila yung sarili nila. Hindi yung parang dole out na lang, nag-iintay na lang ng tulong mo. Whether financial or material, dapat nakikita o nagbibigay rin sila ng pahiwatig o nakikita mo na they're helping themselves. They're doing something to make themselves better than what you know of them. Sabi nga, they're trying to make a better version of themselves. So yun, sa akin, I agree with that. Lalo na sa mga nag-comment din, na I agree 100%. To help others is also important that you see that the person you're helping is helping themselves too. Hindi naman pwedeng tulong ng tulong. And I don't think nasabi mo na masama pag hindi ka tumulong. No, depende naman. Tumulong ka sa yung abot na makakaya. Hindi naman yung, kunyari nangungutang sa'yo o nanghihiram ng pera. Ikaw naman, manghihiram ka sa credit card mo para matulungan lang yon. Minsan nagiging problem din yon. You just know when you would be able to help to a certain point na hindi rin ma-inconvenient sa'yo at magiging pasanin sa'yo yung pagtulong. And I don't think there's no limit in helping as long as you have the capability to help. Okay? Now, on relationship naman, I agree with everyone's comment na kailangan you would know also to know your self-worth. Alam mo yung hangganan ng pagmamahal. Si Azareth kasi sabi nga niya, siya kung magmahal 110%. And that's not wrong. I agree, and I know some people, they love 110 to 150% of themselves because sabi nga ni Azareth kanina, may mga tao like her na ibibigay niya lahat para wala siyang bahid na she didn't do the best she could. So, and then if pag nawala, at least alam niyang binigay niyang lahat and she gave everything humanly possible for that relationship to work. And if it did not work, she knows in her heart na she did the best she could and the best she knows how. So yun, very idealistic yun. Something na labig kung narinig yung kanina, something that I don't adhere to because of my own past relationship and past experience. Parang natuto rin ako. So I only give normally 80 to 90%, and I always give 20 to 10% of that percentage for myself. Yun. So yun, I think question niya, when is enough is enough? It depends. It depends on the situation, it depends on the person, and it depends on your state. Whether you will be the only person who would know whether enough is enough. Mararamdaman mo yun. The mere fact, like itong sumulat sa atin, itong mag-asawang si Grace at saka si Hector, the mere fact you're having this discussion, it means that it's already nagiging point of discussions na. Siguro sa akin, enough is enough kapag na-hurt ka na. Enough is enough kapag yung hindi na siya healthy sa'yo. nababother ka na, na-stress ka na, and that's the time na talagang you would know, tama na, sobra na. Diba? Palitan na. Kumbaga, tama na, sobra na, palitan na. Because hindi na siya healthy sa'yo. Nagkakasakit ka na, na-stress ka na, pagising mo sa umaga, hindi ka na masaya, whether it's a relationship, you know it's time. And of course, it's a case-to-case basis. Hanggang saan, hanggang kailan mo kayang magmahal, hanggang saan, hanggang kailan kaya mong masaktan. Yun ang take ko doon, doon sa relasyon. Doon naman sa helping others, yun, same thing. Enough is enough kapag na-inconvenience ka na. Meaning, hindi na bukal sa loob mo, napipilitan ka na lang. Siguro yung parang hindi na siya convenient for you. Masyado nang nagugulo na rin yung sarili mong pamumuhay. Siguro that's the time enough is enough. Lalo na yung sinabi nga ng mga listeners and viewers natin na to help others, it's good, pero kailangan tinutulungan din nila yung sarili. So it's a symbiotic relationship, meaning not only you're helping them, they're helping themselves too. Para not forever na nagiging parasite sila. Kasi pag nakikita mong nagiging parasite na lang sila, kada kibot, kada little actions nila, nakasahod yung kamay nila, asking for help, knocking on your door for help. I think that's the time you could say, sobra na, tama na, enough is enough. Now, yung last naman natin, which on lending money, enough is enough kapag alam mo nang naaabuso ka na. Alam mo nang nung wala ka ng net discretionary income, yun yung parang perang hindi mo na masyadong maminis, na wala na yung, kasi normally sa tao kasi normally you save a little for your savings first, education of your kids, yung mga daily expenses mo, pero meron ka a little portion for your church or for your congregation, or a little portion para to lend. Pero pag lumalapit na yan, na nauubos na rin yun, at lalo na enough is enough kapag kumbaga kailangan mangutang ka para matulungan mo at mapautang mo yung kaibigan mo, mali na yun. So that's the time na tama na, enough na. Doon naman sa yung pinakalas natin sa topic, teka muna, before I go to the last, sabi ni Josephine Castillo, okay lang tumulong basta wag lang magpapaabuso. Tama, tumpak, I agree. Pag na-abuse ka na, huwag kang magpautang. Lalo na pag alam mong deadbeat, hindi magbabayad. Kaya nga yung last topic ko, yun nga, when is enough na sa paniningin. Siguro pag yung na-exhaust mo na lahat ng mga bagay-bagay na humanly possible, kapag yung kunyari, depende rin siguro sa laki ng inuntang sa'yo. Kung few hundreds lang yan, siguro I will call, text, messenger, FaceTime, Facebook, lahat. Tapos, pag hindi pa rin nakuha doon, I'll write a letter saying why you need to pay me back. Pag hindi pa rin nakuha yun, pag kunyari, malaki talang halaga, then idaan mo na sa korte. Do legal remedies na for you. So yun ang sa aking pananaw, enough is enough kapag nahihirapan ka na. It's enough is enough is if the situation you're in is turning to be cumbersome, masyadong unhealthy na for you, nagkakasakit ka na. I think that is, for me, that is the time you say enough is enough, sobra na, tama na, move on, kumbaga. Okay, sa lahat ng nanood, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. I really had a good time today, especially this beautiful topic. Grace and Hector, maraming salamat. Alam ko hindi ito typical letter, pero it's a good question, especially we're going into the Holy Week season, which is next month. Maganda magpag-usapan mga bagay-bagay na ito na it bothers, it transcends culture, talagang relasyon, pagtulong, at saka yung pagpapautang. Those are topics na talagang it's dear to our hearts at alam kong nangyayari on a day-to-day basis. Now, just to let you naman po, on a good side, Hector, maraming salamat and Grace. Now, on a good side naman po, if you will be in the Nevada area, Las Vegas, Nevada area, or California, and you will be in the Nevada area, Las Vegas area by April 2nd, that we are giving free tickets to watch the concert. Of course, we're giving 2 tickets for free to watch the concert of Trilogy of Eric Santos, Morissette Amon, and Christian Bautista. It's going to be held on April 2nd, Saturday, at the M Pavilion of the M Resort, yung po malapit sa Strip. So if you are interested, PHLB Radio, we're giving 3 tickets for 2. Dun sa mga interesado po, all you have to do, hindi po contest, because sponsor po kasi ang PHLB Radio, so part of the package, we're given tickets to give to our listeners and viewers. Hopefully, kaya po kung meron kayong kamag-anak na interesado pong manood for free and they're gonna be in the Las Vegas area by April 2nd, PM nyo lang po kami and we will be able to give you some tickets so they could enjoy the voices and the performances of Eric, Morissette, as well as Christian. And knowing these 3 fantastic singers, Philippines' best, and one of the finest singers, singers of their generation. Magaling po itong tatlo na to. And they are the up and coming, na sila yung papalit, sila yung right, yung talagang, they're stars already on their own rights. So everybody, each one of them are uniquely talented, and I know it will be a sight, and it's gonna be a fantastic show. And with that being said, maraming salamat po for tuning in. Maraming salamat for all those people who participated today. Si Aceret, si Josephine, si Juliet, si Christy Manatag-ong, tapos si Alexander Francisco, si Ayin Mangalonso, at yung mga nag-tune in po, at yung ibang manonood po ng replay, happy viewing po sa inyong lahat. If you want to add more, please do so on the comments. And those people pala po who are sharing our shows, maraming salamat po. I am so moved, touched, and surprised po na you are continuing supporting the shows. Not only my shows, but also all the shows of PHLB Radio. It is a Filipino pride po ang radio station na to, and we're here to not only to entertain you, but also to give some knowledge, to give some clarification, and hopefully by doing that, we are inspiring you and motivating you also to be the best person and the best version of ourselves. And like before I close my show, I always tell people, be kind. You can never go wrong with kindness, and any act of kindness that you do to people, I guarantee po that it will come back to you. Sometimes po with the stressful world that we are in, and the people that stressing you out, it's really a challenge to be nice. But try po natin. It will not hurt you. It will do you good. It's good for our souls. And with that po, maraming salamat po. Hanggang sa muli. Can't wait for next week to see you, all of you. And you have a wonderful, if you are watching us from the Pacific, good evening. Enjoy the rest of the evening. If you're watching from the Philippines, have a wonderful Sunday, whatever is left of it. And have a wonderful next week, a weekdays next week. Be safe. Always remember, God bless us all. At maraming salamat po. Until next time. Bye, everybody. Good night, good morning, good day, and hello, world. Bye-bye po.
Just like a friend from back home.
This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.
PA